Hey Bulldogs, it's Mrs. Reyes from the counseling office. We're going to talk today a little bit about um, post secondary plans. We're going to look at applying to colleges, and if you've already done that, how to request your transcripts. We're going to talk about FAFSA and the FASID. Look at some scholarship searches where you can do that. We're going to also take a look at School Links, which has a lot of information in there about college visits, requesting your transcripts, letters of recommendation. We're going to talk about Education Quest and the services they provide, some military information, and then just additional helpful resources. So, right now, if your plan is to attend college, you should already be applying to colleges. This is time to start applying. It's also time to start applying for scholarships. But as you apply for to college, you're also going to need to request your transcripts be sent. So I'll talk a little bit about that. If you still haven't decided, I highly recommend you get on campuses, you do some visits. All applications are done online, so make sure you do that. And then once you have applied, then you'll need to go into School Links to request for your official transcript to be sent. And I will show you how to do that. If you are applying through Common App, please make sure you let your counselor know because there are things that the counselor needs to do. As you're considering college, I think one of the most important questions, or the questions you should be thinking about, is how am I going to pay for this? So one of the ways that you can get federal free assistance is through the FAFSA, the free application for federal student aid. And in the FAFSA, it can help you qualify for grants, which is money that you don't have to pay back, work study, and loans. Also, the FAFSA is required for a lot of the scholarships that you may be applying for, so keep that in mind. And then also through outside scholarships or institutional scholarships through the colleges, you can earn some money as well. There's also loans and then family assistance. So we'll talk more about those. Nebraska has a program called the Nebraska Promise. And so when you complete your FAFSA, if you qualify for any funding through the FAFSA, it's called the Pell Grant, Pell eligible, in the state of Nebraska, you can attend UNL, UNO, UNK, Wayne State, Chadron State, Peru State, and Nebraska Wesleyan for tuition free. So it's another reason why that FAFSA is so important. So we had an assembly a couple of weeks ago with Kim Brown from Education Quest. She talked to you guys about doing your FASID so that you could have that ready to go before the FAFSA opened. So that is the first step that you need to do. The FAFSA does help you qualify for free money. And so this year, the FAFSA is required by law that every senior who graduates has to either complete the FAFSA or complete an opt out form. And we'll be in your classrooms, advisement classrooms, talking more about that. But the FAFSA was supposed to open on December 1, but we just found out it actually is already open and you can start on that. You do need to create that FASID first. So please do that right away. Doing that over Thanksgiving break would be helpful. And then you'll get that response email that your FAFSA, your FASID is complete, and then you can move forward. If you do them both at the same time, it will hold up you completing your FAFSA. There's no deadline on the FAFSA. You can do it at any time, but you want to make sure that you are always doing the 25-26 FAFSA, okay? Because it's going to be for your school year starting, your college starting next year. We have lots of websites and lots of webinars and just other resources available. And we'll be getting more information out about that in my senior emails. So please make sure you're reading those on Friday. And of course, Education Quest has a lot of support with the FAFSA as well. Let's talk a little bit about School Links because you will be using that if you are planning to attend college. You'll also use it. There's career assessments in there if you're going to request your transcripts. If you need letters of recommendation for scholarships or for the colleges you're attending, you request those in School Links. There's scholarship searches in there, college rep visits, EdQuest visits. We also are going to start something when we get back from break on Fridays, where you will sign up for it in School Links. So let's take a look at School Links. This is what School Links looks like when you get in. This is your dashboard. So I am going to exit out of here and we are going to go to School Links. When you get into your SchoolLinks account through Clever, this is what it looks like. This is your dashboard. If you've never gone into SchoolLinks, you will have to answer about 15 questions. That's called your onboarding. Once you answer those questions, then it'll bring you to this. What I want to show you is when you first get in, your dashboard looks like this. One of the things I want you guys to pay attention to is where it says events. This is where you sign up for things. And so we do have Education Quest coming on the 4th of December. And so that will be if you wanted some additional help or just any help with anything post-secondary, especially that FAFSA. Miss Kim Brown is here and she can help you with that. So you can sign up for that. We also talked about, or I'm going to talk about this coffee with a counselor. We're going to start doing this when we get back after Thanksgiving break every Friday in the counseling office. And this is where you sign up for it. And this would be if you needed assistance with anything post-secondary. And then it looks like we've got a UNO visit planned, and then we'll probably have some more college reps sign up as well. But this is where you go to find that. Over on this side, this is, you'll be using a lot of these, but where it says colleges, that's the only one I'm really going to touch on right now. But in here, when you want to request your transcripts after you've applied to your college, you're going to go over here to college applications. You're going to add your colleges. I've added Creighton, Hastings, Metro, and UNO. But to add a college, you'll go over here to add application, and I'm not going to go through all of it. But you would just type in the college. I'm just going to type in Nebraska, and you'll see a bunch of colleges pop up. So you could pick one, go through the questions, and then add the application. Okay. Once you add it, and once it's in here, it automatically request your transcripts to be sent. So we ask that you do this once you have applied to the college. If you need a letter of recommendation, this is also where you're going to do it. So once you've added this college, you can go over here to edit, and you'll see right down here for Creighton, it's not required a letter of recommendation, but it's recommended. So 2 are optional, not recommended, excuse me. It is optional. Some are required. But if you did have it and it was required, or you wanted to submit those 2 optional, you would just go right here to where it says request a teacher. You would scroll down. Here it says all the people in the building, choose someone, and then hit next. And then that'll send them a request. I highly recommend you make sure you talk to that teacher before you send that request. And over here, this is where it's telling you that your counselor is going to send your transcript or anything else that is required for that college. So those are the main things that you're going to do. But I will also say there's a lot of good scholarship searches in here. So if you go to finances, scholarship matching, that will get you to where you'll answer a bunch of questions, and it can narrow it down by the college. It can narrow it down. Oh, I've already answered the question. So this is listing scholarships for specific to the colleges I have on my list. There's some there's some broad ones, there's some national ones, and then there's some local ones. So this is really what you'll be using SchoolLinks for. The other thing is this is the emails that I send every Friday. These are coming from SchoolLinks as well. So let's go back to our slides here. Again, SchoolLinks is something that you're going to use a lot when you are requesting your transcripts. I have given every senior advisement teacher a poster that we had made with instructions on that, or you can see your assigned counselor. But again, these searches, the scholarship searches are really important, especially right now. This is the time that pretty much all the scholarships are open and you need to be applying. So over your Thanksgiving break, over your winter break, this is a really good time. Another way to find scholarships is in the senior newsletter. You can find this on on Burke's website under counseling, or the senior emails that I send every week. I always have a link in there. But this just has basically senior information about your cap and gown, your yearbook pictures. Here's that poster for requesting a transcript. I also have instructions linked. You can print those out. Information about the FAFSA. Here are some webinars that are going to be occurring with Education Quest. These are really good to help complete the FAFSA. College visits. Oh, those are both done. Get those out of there. Scholarship information. I've got some links in here. These are reputable links. Instructions on how to search in SchoolLinks. And then some tips about scholarships, and then scholarships in general. And I usually post these as I learn about them, or they're common ones that we know other students in the past have received. I've also gotten links down here to UNO, UNL, and Metro. If you just click on those, it's all the scholarships for those schools. There's some for some trade schools and 2-year schools. So there's really something for everybody in there. So just make sure that you are utilizing that for scholarship searches as well. So as we get back into kind of where we're at or what you're doing, we need to pay attention to a few more things. We're almost done here. All right. So some other helpful resources, again, is the Counseling Corner that I just showed you. There's also that paper online tutoring in your Clever app that's available to any OPS student till 11 o'clock at night. It's really good for scholarship essays. And then Education Quest is a huge resource that we utilize. You can meet with Kim one-on-one here in the building, or your family can meet with a rep outside of the building. But it's just super helpful. And then we have military support too, if that's what you're looking for after high school. We did administer the ASVAB on November 13th. We will be administering another one in the spring. So if you are interested, please come to the counseling center or see your counselor, and we'll put you on the list for the spring ASVAB. And then lastly, I just want to talk about something that's new we're going to be doing starting after we get back from Thanksgiving. Is every Friday we're going to do coffee with a counselor in the counseling office. It's during advisement. We will help you with pretty much anything you need help with: post-secondary scholarships, still trying to figure out the FAFSA, the FASID. If you're going into the world of work, we can help you work on resumes. Or if you're looking for a trade or apprenticeship, how do you do that? So we can help you with all of that. You do need to sign up in SchoolLinks. We will limit it if we need to, but for right now, we just want to be able to help you guys however we can. So with that, all that information, again, we got a ton of stuff coming your way. Just make sure you're reading those senior emails and you're paying attention to your advisement announcements. And then if you have any questions, please reach out and talk with your assigned counselor. Thank you.